Welcome to the Suffolk seaside town of Southwold. Absolutely beautiful place to come in the summer. Not so fantastic in the winter with the weather and the cold off the North Sea, but you can still have a lovely day out here. So if you are interested in a day out in Suffolk in the summertime when it's nice and hot, in the freezing cold of winter or the rain of spring and autumn, then this video is for you. Southwold has something to offer for everybody. So stay tuned and hopefully you'll enjoy the video. If you're travelling to Southwold by car, there is a large car park by Southwold Pier. The original pier was 810 feet long and was built in 1900 as a landing stage for steamships that travelled from London Bridge. Until the early 1930s, most holidaymakers travelled by sea and Southwold was a favourite destination. Over the years, various North Sea storms have taken their toll on the pier, reducing it to its current 623 feet in length. It is, however, home to various places of entertainment, such as the Children's Amusement Arcade, shops and a lovely restaurant. And there is also the opportunity to do sea fishing off the end of the pier. The pier itself is open every day from 9 AM to 8 PM, closing at 6 PM on Sundays. It's currently 3 degrees centigrade or 37 degrees Fahrenheit on this really cold February morning. Lots of lovely little beach huts along the seafront here at Southwold. They are very, very expensive though, and one was sold not so long ago for £100,000. It's a very expensive part of the world to live, and an even more expensive part of the world to actually hire a beach hut, which to all intents and purposes is really a little shed. Best part of Southwold Beach is down this end. So we just come up off the beach and we've come to an area of Southwold called Gun Hill. And Gun Hill is a commemoration really of a naval battle that took place just off of Southwold in 1672 between the English and their French allies and the Dutch Republic. Pause this at obviously any time if you want to read a little bit more information about it. And we've also got some cannon off some of the ships to commemorate the naval battle that took place just out there. Over that way is the Netherlands, and sometimes when I've been to Southwold, because I only live about 30 minutes from here, sometimes when I've been to Southwold my telephone actually tells me I'm in the Netherlands because we're not that far away, probably about 30-40 miles maybe. I'm going to go and show you what the town is like now. The beacon that you can see there, we have a number of them along the coast in the UK. They're lit to commemorate certain things, for example the coronation of King Charles, the anniversary celebrations of Queen Elizabeth. Anything of significance really. Those beacons are lit. The start of the millennium was when it was lit again, but they are dotted all over the coast of the UK. And that over in the distance is where the town is and the lighthouse. I will do another video in the height of summer just so you can see the difference, because obviously it does attract a lot of people for holidays and days out, people that have caravans and static homes in this part of the world as well for a nice day out. There's a Tesco Express, a little co-op I think in Southwold. Most of the shops are all bespoke and individually owned, so a little delicatessen. So if you're not in the UK, you can see sort of vegetables, winter vegetables you can buy here. And got Mills and Sons and Daughters Butchers. Pâté, salamis, home cooked meats, specialist cheeses. But yeah, most of the shops are all bespoke and independently owned, which is lovely. So I mentioned earlier about the Adnams brewery. As you can see, you can do various tours of the brewery and distillery. It's probably best to book in advance if you're going to do that, but I have done that with my son-in-law It was really interesting to see how they arrive at different flavours of beer and how different hops and ingredients are added to make it taste so differently. And you've got the lighthouse in the distance. We won't go in obviously, but this gives you an idea of where it is. So you see some prices there. Brewery tour, £27.50. Distillery tour, £27.50. Cocktail discovery masterclass, £60. Make your own gin experience, £105. The lighthouse is £15.50 for adults and £11.50 for children. And enhance your brewery tour and add a brewer's board for £47.50. I'm guessing that's the brewer's board, which looks really lovely. So a couple of things you might want to do in advance. Say they've been brewing here since 1872. So this gives you an idea of the prices in Southwold. 600,000 almost £1 million for that property. 895. 775,000. £900,000 for a little cottage. Very nice part of the world, but also very expensive part of the world to live in Suffolk as well. It's a pub owned by Adnams, the Crown. Been in there for lunch before. It's really nice. Walking chorizo sausage roll, lovely. Okay, so let's go into Duchies for some lunch. Fish finger sandwich and some fries.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So that was Duchies. Eaten there a few times at Southwold, and it's always a really nice place for a breakfast, lunch or dinner. Really nice and highly recommended. So top of the high street you've got the main Adnams brewery shop, where you can buy all your beers, lagers, gins, whiskies, kitchen items, etc. But plenty of places to eat and drink if you do come to Southwold. Got lots of independent coffee shops and restaurants and bakeries, as well as the pubs along the high street and the seafront. And you've also got the concessions on the beaches as well, selling teas and coffees and ice creams and sandwiches, that type of thing. So whether it's winter or summer, you know, you're not going to go short of things to eat and drink in the area. As you can see, it's like winter's day today, but it's quite busy as well, and it always has been a popular seaside town for this part of the world. The seagull is massive. The Lord Nelson pub in front is always a popular pub in the summer to drink outside and on the benches. You can see in front of us down there. Back to the front again. It's a really old town, Southwold. It's mentioned in the Domesday Book of 1086 as a little fishing village. It's obviously come a lot since then, but it's still sort of maintained some of its character and charm as a little seaside town. Sun's trying to break through. Still freezing cold on the front though. So we come off the front and we'll go and have a quick look at the lighthouse. Another old Adnams pub there, the Soul Bay Inn, which is directly opposite Southwold Lighthouse. As you saw earlier, you can do a tour if you want, which I would imagine takes you right up to the top where the light is. So North Parade, Southwold has attracted holidaymakers for more than 200 years with its picturesque seafront and unique character. In the 1800s, bathing machines transported modest Victorian swimmers down to the water's edge on wheels. The 1920s brought a trademark string of 300 colourful beach huts, which now change hands for tens of thousands. As I mentioned earlier, one was sold not so long ago for over £100,000. And those are the beach huts. You can see the roofs of there that run all along the front here. I have absolutely no idea what this seagull was doing. I haven't taken you onto the pier in this video, but in the spring summertime it is open with restaurants and shops on that area. There's also fishing that you can do off the end of the pier as well. You've got a fish and chip shop and an ice cream parlour down the end with benches that you can sit outside there in little cubicles when the weather is a bit better than today. You've also got crazy golf and a little boating lake over there. And further on up there in the peninsula, you can probably see just round the corner from there would be Lowestoft. That is it from Southwold. I hope you've enjoyed the video. A little glimpse of what this is like in the winter. I will film again in the summer so you can see it in all its glory. But we haven't just got Southwold in this part of Suffolk. We've also got Aldborough, Lowestoft, Felixstowe, Walberswick, Shingle Street. Lots of lovely coastal towns and villages to actually come and visit. Lots of places to eat and drink. Nice stroll along the beach. A little bit of bracing fresh air does everybody good, I would imagine. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up like. And if you've liked the content, please do consider looking at my channel for other videos that I've posted. And please do consider subscribing. Until next time, thank you very much for watching. And I'll catch up with you soon. Cheers.